mic is working. You'll love to see it. Right-ho. I need to move my webcam. The monkey isn't jumping on my head, which is what it's designed to do. There we go. Beautiful. It's been a while. It's been a few days. Yeah, no particular reason. Just been having a few days off, having a few nights off to myself. We are streaming though. We're back. We're so back. We're back, and then we're going to be gone again. Because I'm going on holiday tomorrow, which was news to me. I'm also live, on YouTube, which I didn't realise I set it up to do. Interesting. Oh well, I guess we're doing that now. Okay, right, we're going to play some random games. I don't think I'll be on for long. Maybe I'll aim for 3 hours, but we'll see how we get on. Yeah, I'm going away to Amsterdam this weekend, which should be good fun. But I'll be back on Tuesday, just in time for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which releases on that Tuesday. So we're going to be playing that, which is going to be muy epico, as they say, south of the border. In terms of what we're playing today, I don't really know. I was going to play some Zomboid, but I want to leave that until later. But now I'm like looking at the games that I do have, and I don't know what I want to do. So, yeah, there's that. I did get this game called Cartel Tycoon, which kind of looks goofy. So we'll start with that, because I've been rewatching Breaking Bad recently, and one, it's a very good show, and B, it just kind of made me realise there's no really good crime games, outside of like GTA or like the Payday series. Everything else is kind of like it's on the dog shit indie tier of games. There's nothing really worth playing. We need more crime games. We need a game where I can play as Walter Hartwell White and cook the most biblical meth ever, in my opinion. But what do I know? This game looks kind of fun. I've played it for a little bit. I've played half an hour of the tutorial, so I don't actually know what everything does, but that kind of makes things more fun, I find. So we're going to just attempt to run a South American drugs cartel. Hopefully. We'll see if OBS wants to pick the game up first. Otherwise we won't be running anything. There we go. So yeah, this game has a story mode, sandbox mode, and a survival mode. I think we're going to do survival mode. That sounds fun. We like surviving. We have 2 choices of people. I don't really know what's what. This guy can demolish a building. This guy can burn a building. I mean, they kind of do the same things. Not gonna lie. I feel like the end game is largely the same. I feel like we'll go with this guy. And we can pick perks basically that he can unlock. So increases money laundering. Yeah, sure. Cannabis cultivator. Bane of bandits. Power. Sure. Looks great. And then we can choose a map or a starting area on the map to start in. I'm going to go with an easy one, I think. I mean, these are both easy. Let's just do this one. Survive. I don't know what the survival aspect is like. I'm assuming it's just kind of like a hardcore mode of the game. Okay. What is going on here? Game shows. There we go. Ooh, yeah. So, yeah, you have your little region, and your goal is to basically make money and become like a drug kingpin. You get what I mean. And there's lots of different things on the map. So, for example, red it's owned by, rival thugs. Yellow, I think, is neutral. Yeah, it's under control of the mayor, neutral. And then, yeah, red is other gangs. So this place is under the control of 13 Akatl. Good for them. So you're going to be like brushing up against rival gangs. I guess they're like AI players. And your job is to basically, make money, and then use that money to make more money. So from my limited knowledge of the game, I've played very little of the tutorial, but we'll see how we do. Puerto Roja is our starting place. And there you go. We've got the mayor, Las Cenizas. That's us. And we can ask him for like favors and shit. I think the game's quite deep. I just haven't completed the tutorial, so I don't know how deep it goes, but I'm hoping that I know the base level for me to, be able to actually do stuff. So what you want to do is basically build shit, produce shit, logistics shit, and make money. So the tutorial starts you out with like growing opium, I think. So I think we'll start off with that. And we'll just like build some farms. 4 farms to start with. And we can only use these shitty little roads, but that's fine. And this is where the Empire starts, with growing some poppies. Boom. Look at that. They'll get built once we unpause, and they'll start growing stuff. But we need to basically get these to the port, and then they will, they'll get sent somewhere to get like produced, turned into a heroin or whatever, So we want a warehouse. That's a workshop. That might be nice to have. I don't know what it does, but it could be good. So we want a warehouse, and a warehouse will allow us to basically move stuff from A to B. And the step up from that is the transport company, which basically just like automates stuff. So we can put one of those down as well. Because otherwise you have to use your little guys to manually move everything around, which is just insanity. We could have just taken that transport company over. We could have just like invaded that. But that's fine. Well, let's not step on anyone's toes. You have like 2 meters. So you have loyalty, which is like how loyal the people of your controlled areas are to you. And then you've got terror, which is basically, how much heat you've got. And if your terror gets to the max, you got different levels. The CIA gets involved, National Army. Different levels of law enforcement will come after you. So at level 1, the police start sniffing around and they might shut down some of our businesses. Then you got the federales, which I guess are like, national police. They'll block stuff off. Then you got, DEA, Army, CIA, US Army. If it gets to that point, then you just get fucking sniped by like Green Berets or something. I don't really know. And likewise, if your loyalty drops, then you get like Saddam Hussein or like Benito Mussolini get strung up by your own people. Okay, so we've got farms, we've got transport, we've got seaport. So you can turn these buildings on. These all the buildings have upkeep, and you can basically, you got two two types of money. You got legal money and dirty money. If you spend dirty money on things, then you are easier to basically track, like, I guess, by the authorities. If you spend legal money, then it's clean. So you have to launder your money into legal money and then invest that. If you're doing like a one-off purchase, I think you can use dirty money. So like, you can trade with other gangs. So if I like find, there you go, Javier Gutierrez, I can send someone to him, and I can like, he might have guns or methamphetamine, and I can buy that off of him with dirty money. If I need it for whatever reason. But the aim is to try and produce this stuff on your own. So we've got open farms, we've got logistics set up. Let's unpause. Oh, hello. I think this is just like a little just like a little introduction. Just says good luck. Cool. The aim of the game is to capture every single region. I don't know how easy that is. We'll see. Find out together, I guess. Okay. Now, are these waiting for construction money to arrive? Okay. We want to build a residence as well. Let's build it like here. There we go. The residence will basically move your money for you, which is kind of useful. So instead of me having to send my guy with a suitcase full of money, let's pause this because it's costing us money. Instead of sending this guy with a suitcase of money to like each of these sites to get them built, the residents will do it for me. It will just send out cars of stuff. I think. We'll see. Oh yeah, yeah. So there's little lines, maybe. I'll just like add a connection to that there. I don't know what's going on. Let's just do it. Let's do it the good old-fashioned way. Where is our money at? We have lots of money, but I don't know where it's at. Where's my money? I have money. You don't have money. Okay. Slight hitch. Okay, we've got a hotel. It has $60,000. Okay, so it's at the hotel. Never mind. Let's get back here. So if I click deliver. No. Okay, we're already... Can I burn the city down? No. Okay. Let's just... Let's just do this. Okay, so what's up with this? Not enough dirty money stored in the building to pay the upkeep cost. Okay. I'm not sure what the fuck's going on, to be honest. Maybe I should play the tutorial. Right, they're producing the opium. What's going on here? Building activities on pause. That's not very good. Not enough money to pay upkeep cost. How about if I just do this? There we go. Perfect. Now you're happy. So, transport companies, you want to set them up to go to the seaport, and they will drop the poppies off at the seaport. They get picked up. That makes me money. Simple as. That's the very basic. Base level. But what we'll get from these sales, which we'll see in a minute, provided we don't run out of money, is dirty money, I think. And we want to turn that into clean money. Hopefully. We'll see. I think we've got to wait for the ship to actually leave. We have a new event. What have we got here? Hello. What does this guy want? Hire 1 lieutenant. Okay. I mean, we need a lieutenant eventually, so why not? I think you have buildings, recruit lieutenants. There we go. And you've got like lieutenants you can hire. These first 2 are free, which looks good. This guy looks quite good. Salvador Mora, Tariq Sakura. I don't know what their perks actually mean. Cannabis cultivator, cocoa cultivator. Oh, coca. Okay, yeah, cocaine sounds nice. Tariq, you hired. And then we can basically send this guy to do shit for us. If we want to. We got 1 free favour from the mayor because we did that as well. Okay. When's this fucking... Oh, it's loading the cargo still. There we go. So yeah, it's taken off 24 poppy seeds. We're getting $1,000 in dirty cash, which will hopefully get deposited soon, he says. We can see our rap sheet here. So we're losing 25,000. So we need to... A lot of that was construction, which I did spend one off. So that we wiped that out. We're losing about $4,000. So we need to upscale shit by quite a lot. Otherwise, we're heading towards bankruptcy, unfortunately. You can grow like vegetables and coffee, and these are important later on because the opium that we're selling is not strictly legal, from what I understand. However, when you like actually produce narcotics, like if you want to, ship out cannabis, for example, you need to hide it in things to get it out of the country, to get it past customs. So you can like hide it in fruit or coffee or food products, all sorts of stuff. I'm not sure how we make cocaine. I'm assuming it's the lab. This looks like cocaine. I think we need coca for that. So, and we need a drying rack to dry the coca. Okay. So that's going to be my aim. We're going to try and get to cocaine. Seems like a logical step for a South American drug cartel, right? So we want to... I don't know what the difference between a farm and a plantation is. I think a plantation is maybe more efficient. Yeah, it produces more, but it costs more to run. So that's something to consider. Alright, let's see here. This just does various upgrades. This is the tech tree. You basically spend money and you research stuff. So we can do a crop yield upgrade. So that means we produce more opium. I think that's pretty wise. We will do more. We will produce more opium. We'll have more opium plantations. What we do want though is... I don't know how we get there. Oh, we need tier 2, so we need more money to do that. But I would quite like to... Brain isn't working. I don't really know what I'm looking for, to be perfectly honest. But silo capacity increases storage. Yeah, we want to. Well, we want to see how we actually get the lab unlocked. I don't know where it is. Plantation, food factory, workshop, farm, drying rack. So we want that eventually. And the lab is up there. Okay, so we want to head up here. We need to get to tier 2 though, and we need to make money to get there. So let's carry on with what we were doing. Let's build more plantations. You want to try and be quite clever with how you place these. You want them to be like in these spheres of influence, because obviously you want it to be within your logistics range for your warehouses and whatnot. Otherwise, you know, your vans aren't going to be able to get there to pick it all up. So let's make sure these are connected. Perfect. I think these will auto build. Yeah, there we go. I don't know about this one though. Ah, there we go. Perfect. That is all working as intended. What's wrong with you? You don't have a road. Apologies. There we go. So, we're making more opium. We're making quite a lot of opium. And we've just got that crop yield upgrade. So we're making a shit ton of opium. Right, so our loyalty is dropping. Terror has oh. I see. So opium is actually illegal. I didn't realise that. And I've just upscaled my production of it drastically. Maybe we need to look at... Yeah, we need the workshop to do that though, and we can't get that. So there must be a way around it. Let's have a look. Oh, need to resize the workshop. Well, what we should do first of all is build something that will allow us to launder money. Can't build a bank, that's a lot of money. Salsa club, also a lot of money. Casino, I think taxi company is like the starting one that they recommend, 15k. Yeah, I don't think it gets much better than that. We'll build a taxi company, we'll build it with our dirty money. Because, to be honest, we don't have much legal money left. So that'll get done. You need to keep an eye on your respect, basically, because it just dropped then. I don't know why. I think it drops over time. But to do that, you need to basically build like casinos and nightclubs and stuff to keep people in the city happy. Because if they're not happy with you, they'll turn on you. Okay, so this is now laundering money. You can turn it up and down. So like you can set how much money gets laundered at a time. So we're going to put it on the max because dirty money, we are making a profit now. Just about. I mean, minus the building one-off expenses. But you know, next month we should hopefully be turning a profit because we're putting a lot of product out. So you would hope that you know, money's coming in. There we go. So we've cleaned some money. What's the expense sheet saying? We need to wait for it to be... We'll wait for the end of the month. We'll wait for the start of May. Because then it'll be accurate. Oh, we've got a phone call. Hi. Santino Neto. Hello. You are the patron of 13 at Cattle. Okay. You just like sizing me up. Yeah, sounds about right. Well, I'm sure that won't lead to any issues. Right, what's wrong with this one? There's no empty space to place the opium. Building activities on pause, and it's not served by a warehouse. That is annoying. Because, as you can see, it's just outside of that. Sphere of influence. I think... So we burn the building down. That might be our only option. I don't think there's a... Oh, there's a demolish button. Let's do that. We will move it somewhere nicer. Somewhere, you know, more within this sphere of influence. Because apparently it isn't. You know. Okay, so we'll do one there. I'll chuck another one down for good measure. We've got plenty of money, I think. We'll see. There we go. That should work a bit nicely. A bit more nicely. Okay. Bit concerned that, you know, we are just... We're transporting illegal goods. I didn't realise that was a thing. So that terror level is going to go up over time. So we're going to want to think about, you know, trying to hide shit. This workshop we can use to do that. So if we buy this workshop, it costs 12,000 legal cash because it's currently seized by the police. So we have to pay them with legal money. New Lieutenant Baltazar Pascal. Hi, Brad. So we'll aim to do that, because then we don't have to research it, I don't think. And then there we can basically, you know, shove these poppies into bananas or something to keep them hidden. Okay. Let's see what old Mayor Man can do. We can decrease our terror by 1 level. We can lift government measures. You can freeze the attention, and we can ask him for a loan. Okay, we have 30 days to pay that back. I don't think we're that desperate yet. I mean, I hope we're not that desperate yet. It's hard to tell. The rap sheet is not going to be accurate until... Right, we're actually producing so much opium that I don't think our network can even cope. So we're going to see about upgrading that, I think. Let's have a look. Where is our depot? Area depot. That increases the service radius. Oh, we could have just done that instead of building those farms, but that's fine. And then we can expand the garage. Let's do that. That gives us twice as many trucks, which hopefully means that stuff's going to get moved around a bit quicker. He says. But that is, you know, quite a bit of our money. Let's just cross our fingers and hope. Because we don't want any blockages. We want to get this stuff at the docks ASAP. Does it tell me how many trucks I have? That only has 1 truck. Okay, so... Does that not actually do that? Does it do this, the warehouse? No, it doesn't do anything. Okay, please don't phone me right now, I'm busy. What is that? Oh, we haven't even done the upgrade for it, that's why, because I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. Forget that. That's fine. I don't know what that upgrades, but sure. Hello. What do you want? Cool. Cool story, bro. Another call? Cool. Nice to meet you. I may have just wasted my money on those upgrades because it doesn't actually appear to have done anything. Area depot. Ah, that upgrades the area depot. That doesn't upgrade anything. Can I cancel that? No, I can't. Okay, we've just pissed away like 4 grand. That's fine. Oh well, it happens to us. There we go. So these are the upgrades that we actually want. Let's do that. Just keep an eye on our money. There we go. So that is actually going to help us. But, you know, can't hurt getting that stuff. We might use it later. I don't know what the area depot does. Okay, right. What we got? El Diente del Sabuso is moving to my farm with a lot of manpower. That ain't nice. I can't really do much to counteract that, but I'm just going to move my guys there and hope that they can fucking, you know, defend it. We'll see. Yeah, they're getting smoked. Sorry, guys. The sacrifice will not be in vain. Okay, so I think what happens here is they're going to take over this farm. Okay, and they killed... Oh, they killed me. Well, that was short-lived. That was very short-lived. Good thing I'm not like a cartel boss in real life. Okay, let's not do what we just did. Let's hire another lieutenant if we can. So that this guy's got free upkeep as well. Let's get him. There we go. Then it's not going to cost us anymore. And then we can... If that happens again, then we'll be fine. I think we made the same mistake of... Right, let's just... This could work out for us because we've... I don't know what we're researching at the moment. Crop yield. Okay, this set us back a little bit, but not in a bad way by any means. Because now we can actually research the proper things we need. So we're going to do this upgrade, and then that upgrade. And yeah, we'll do those upgrades for now. Because that will mean that this top farm, this range will get extended and that farm will be included, which is, you know, saves me having to blow it up. We'll plop down a couple more farms, as we did. Perfect. So we haven't actually lost a whole lot of progress. Did I build the taxi? No, I didn't. Let's do that now. So how much money can this get? Can each thing get through? So taxi company can do about 2,100, 3,700 max. This doesn't do nearly as much, but it costs more, which is kind of weird. Casino can launder a lot of money. It'll be a lot of cost, but let's do it. I'd rather be able to launder money quickly. And I think the casino allows you to get a bit of loyalty from people, because obviously, you know, they have a jolly old time. They get to go and, you know, get drunk and gamble. I mean, who doesn't love that? I don't know why these aren't getting built. I think it might be to do with this, although these got built, although those weren't in that area. So let's do that. Perfect. Okay. Now this is looking a little bit better. Make sure to switch these over to the proper channel. Okay. Now we're talking, I think. Transport company. See, I want to get a new... I need to get another van, really, on the transport company, because that will speed things getting to the docks, which is going to be important. However, that is, like, most of my clean money. Let's do it in the hopes that that will actually make us more money down the line. I think it will, he says. You found a lab. What do you think? Concludes event, Salvage Valley 2. Gain 10,000 illegal money, or my next lab will be free to build. 10,000 could be useful. We need money right now. Let's be real. We need money right now. I don't know when I'm going to build a lab, so we'll take the money. Okay, things look good. We are about to get an extra truck here, which is going to speed up the transport of the crop to the dock, which is nice. Means we'll get more out. There we go, 72. Is that going to tell me? There we go, $5,000. We're making a modest amount of money. You know, nothing too crazy. I need to be careful not to launder money quicker than I'm making it, because you want like a mix of both cash types. Because there are advantages to using dirty money, from what I understand. But it's not the end of the world. Okay. So we could research the workshop. We could just buy that one there that's already there, though. Previous nodes must be purchased first. Let's get the aerodrome, because that's going to give us another export route. Gabriela Soto. Ooh, the fucking old bitch. Hell yeah. Okay, allegiance. Suerno de Hivo. Enemy gang allegiance has changed. Okay, they're all disaffected. I don't know if that's good or bad. It doesn't sound like an improvement, but we'll see. Okay. We're making money. That's the main thing, right? How are we doing? So minus that, we're nearly making more clean money than we're losing it, like on upkeep, which is nice. I think upkeep is the main thing we want to be looking at. What upkeep are we spending? Casino, dirty money. That's not good. Maybe that's why we shouldn't have built it, because the upkeep is actually fucking tons. Okay. This might bankrupt us. We'll see. Right, we've got the aerodrome. I don't think we're going to build that. I don't think it's worth the money. But it's an option. Yeah, 30,000 is not happening. What's wrong here? No space. There's a bottleneck. You just have to sit and wait, guys. Sadly. We are filling up the docks, though. We're getting a full batch out each time, which is nice. Okay, people have been spotted nearby. Are they sending people to me? They're coming. They're coming for me. This is gonna make us 8 grand, which is pretty good. Okay, I'm assuming they're attacking this, so let's send the boys. I think this hopefully will be enough to defend. You can get guns. If you give your guys guns, they're like combat rank increases. I think the 3 of them all here is enough to keep these guys away. Yeah, we got them. That is perfect. So we win. It is just a numbers game. Alright, what do these fuckers want? They're just like telling me hi. I'm just gonna fucking ignore these bastards. There we go. So we kick their asses. We wanna move them back to the city though. Move boss man to the big house. Oh, okay, the police have been spotted nearby. The police are gonna basically seize a property, which, you know, we're now on this rung of terror, which means that the police will raid our buildings and shut them down. We can try and fight them, but that's just going to increase this even more. But it's not the end of the world, because we can buy these back. They basically just get seized temporarily. Just, it's fine. We fill up on storage on cash as well. There we go. So it's been seized by the police for 14 days. That is fine. We could call up the mayor and ask him for a favour. So, we can cancel seized property. So we can say, yep. We have 1 free release. There we go. Boom. And then we just switch this back on. It's like nothing ever happened. Oh, hi. You can count on me. Hasta luego. Hell yeah. So yeah, we have 12 days until another attack is launched. So you want to keep this terror level down as much as you can. Obviously, with the current situation, we are just sending shit out as it is, which isn't ideal. This is paused. Why is this paused? Building is on pause. Not enough money to pay the upkeep cost. Right, that ain't good. Turn the casino off. So that is why you don't do the casino straight away, because it costs a shit ton of money. Where does it even say that? Where does it tell you that? It doesn't tell you that. So you just, I guess you just make my mistake and get fucked, I guess. Okay, well, that's not the end of the world. We'll just build a taxi company. And we'll have that as our main thing. We'll keep this off for now, but we've made the investment. We might as well keep the casino standing as is. What we can do, I think, is we don't have enough money. Once we have enough money, we can do this charity tournament, which is going to increase loyalty. which would be nice. But for now, we will just have to wait. That's why we're so low on money. And we're actually running out pretty quick. So we want to... Hi. Keep the money. Receive 20,000. Loyalty will increase. Well, I'm just going to take the money for now, to be honest. Take everything we can get. Okay. Tax company, you being built? I don't know. Where's our money actually at? There we go. How much money do you need? 15k. Alright. Let's do that. 15k. I'm not sure why it's not getting delivered, but that's fine. If you want something done, you do it yourself. It's the old adage. There we go. That's getting built. Wonderful. We will be laundering again, which is excellent. What's wrong here? The activity is on pause. Ah, it's because we're out of money. I'm going to switch the seaport to dirty money. Money buys power. Failed. What? Okay, everyone is fucking... Okay. The US Army is now after me. How did I fail the quest? I don't even know this was a quest. Was I supposed to have like a certain amount of money? Oh, well. We're about to get fucking sniped. We've just been assassinated by SEAL Team 6. Yeah. Oh, it's not the end. Okay, we can promote someone to be the new boss. What a rotten way to die. I agree. I don't know who's better. Infamous. Terror will grow from time to time. Tariq. You're the new boss. Coca. Hell yeah. Truck supplier? Power. Yep. Good luck, Tariq. Okay. How do we do? I guess we can keep going then, because we've got a new boss. Oh shit. That ain't good. Just lost some farms as well. Okay, can we salvage this? Maybe. Why is this on pause? Not enough money for the upkeep. Okay. I think that's a rip. But, you know, we've learnt our lesson. Don't ignore that thing. And we unlocked Tariq. Tariq can be our starting guy, which might be nice. Sure. Tariq. Hopefully you do better than the last guy. We'll see. Godspeed, Tariq. Guess what is this quest? Time is money. It doesn't actually show up. So I'm not sure. TBH. But, you know, you never know. Hopefully this time that guy won't kill me. Okay. Well, I'd like to say we learnt lessons, but I'm not actually sure we did, so. Consoles, nice. Can I see how strong these are? 'Cause if I can just take these without having to buy shit, that'd be so much nicer. I might do that, to be honest. Let's recruit some lieutenants. Padre, Felipe Norman, and Rapayette Grenier. Hell yeah. What's this guy's ability? Chicken. He's a chance of fleeing. Well, we don't want you. Getting you guys. This guy's free as well, so let's get them all. Hell yeah. But you're all hired. Alright, we're going to select all these dudes. We'll take this house. Because then we don't have to worry about it. Then it's done. And we have to build it ourselves. Let's do that. And then this could be our starting area. There, you see our terror goes up when we're fighting. It increases terror, and the longer the fight happens, goes on for, the more the terror is increased. Okay, building has no connections. That's fine, I think. I think we could add them like that. Yeah. Okay. I think first things first, we definitely want to build the taxi company. We're going to do it with dirty money. That should automatically get the money. Yeah. And then... oh, chemical plant. Okay. Synthesizes chemical ingredients. That's nice. Okay, what do we want? Let's look at research first. And actually plan this shit out. So, transport company is a good one to get. I think we'll also get workshop after that, because then we can just start packing stuff into coconuts straight away. And then we'll do crop yield, bigger network, and that should be a good jumping off point. And then we're going to basically start by building all these farms again. So, we'll do that. We'll just chuck these farms along here, like that. We'll add another row back up here. Let's do 6. 6 is a good number. Like so. Nice and neat. Okay, we've got some farms. We want the warehouse to service these farms. This radius will get increased, so it's fine that they're not that one might not be in the radius, but that's a-okay for now. And then we'll do the distribution thingy, and then we'll get it shipped off, I guess. Also, just build a road that goes straight up there, so it's just have to drive around the city with all this illegal shit in vans. It's probably for the best. Okie dokie. Right, transport company. I don't think this has to be in a particular radius, so we're going to just place that there. And I'm just going to spend a bit of money to build it now because it's outside of the that radius. And then we're going to do connection to the warehouse, connection to the port. Why aren't these getting built? Waiting for the construction money to arrive. This money should arrive. Not enough money. Interesting. Why is that? It has no money already. Okay, so I think we need to... okay, let's get all the boys. Let's just send this guy. We need to go get the money from the city, I think. Yeah. Take it all. Like that. These should, in theory, start getting built. There we go. The little truck's going to take all the money away. Distribute it. Lovely. Well, that's sorted. Hello. Maybe I should be reading these. Maybe this is why I got fucking murked. I want to. I don't know whether we. I think we want to keep these on dirty money, maybe, for now. So what is this saying? Not enough money to pay the upkeep cost. We do have money here, so I'm not sure what's going on. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Okay, we got the workshops at least. So with this, we can plop that down. The workshop will allow us to basically pack stuff into stuff to get it out of the country. So we won't have to worry about this going up. Okay, so is this dropping off? Yeah, this is dropping off the money now. We might want to look at upgrading that because it's just one truck at a time. That's going to be really slow. That's storage capacity. Let's do that. And then add another truck. That should be fine, I think. Okay, so we now have the workshop. So we can use vegetables or coffee, and we can choose what we pack inside. So it will use 1 vegetable and 3 units of opium, and then it will make a, you know, a mango with a bunch of opium inside of it, and then that gets shipped off. So that means it won't get caught. However, we don't have any vegetables. Luckily for us, there are 3 vegetable farms right here, so we can send these lads to go and take control of a farm, and hopefully the police don't get involved. Depends how quickly this gets done. I think they might. We might be lucky. Just about. No, the police are involved. That's fine. Happens to the best of us. The other thing we can do is upgrade our roads, because that's going to make these journeys a lot quicker. But I'm hoping this van upgrade will be sufficient to keep these running. Right, so we can now turn this on. It's going to make us vegetables. Cannot be produced at this location. Are you sure? Why not? Okay. These guys had vegetable farms where they could not produce any vegetables. That is an interesting one. Okay, you just cannot. Okay, right. That's unfortunate. How about coffee? Okay, right. We have a slight issue. Vegetables cannot grow here. In fact, there's only a few places that they can grow, which is, you know, over here, or up here, or up there. We picked the one place where you cannot grow any vegetables, which is somewhat unfortunate. That's fine. We can work around that, maybe. Although it's saying that it's going to take time, I'm just going to keep it and see what happens. And we'll just see what happens. Who knows? Unfortunately, this means that all my opium is now going to this warehouse and nothing's going to happen to it. What does that mean? Not enough dirty money stored. Okay, let's just do this. Hi. Spend 2,000 legal money. The police attention style will freeze. Spend a small amount of money. Same thing. Won't spend any money or loyalty. Yeah, fuck that. Okay, well, let's just keep our fingers crossed and see what happens here. I don't know how else we can get vegetables. Do you sell vegetables? Who knows? A communist. Oh, okay. Deliver coffee and cocaine to the camp. So you can, like, make friends with the various, like, sub-factions, I guess. And I think you get, like, certain buffs. So we can look into that. I think there are villages you can buy stuff from. He says. Not seeing any. There we go. So that's the thing. That's the thing we can do. Okay then. Well, we've kind of already made a fatal error here. In that, I don't think we're going to be able to use this workshop. So let's shut it down for now. I'm hoping that time is money. Continue expanding the business and wait for the call. Okay. Well, that happened last time when we fucking died. So, right, let's get our fellow to move this opium away. All of it, just stick that there. Okay. We're doing fine. We're doing absolutely fine. Let's research tier 2. Let's just get that out of the way because, you know, clearly. Ooh, in Colombia. Oh shit, I missed that. Sorry. I'm locked in on being a drug lord, addicting stuff. We're in a fictional Latin American country. I'm not saying it is Colombia, but you know it probably is. It might as well be Colombia. It's not going too well. I've already died once because I don't know. This guy called out a hit on me and the CIA fucking assassinated me. Which is, you know, like typical South American drug lord shit. It's part and parcel, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I'm saying that we are in Colombia. Until I get, you know, death threats by the cartels. And they tell me not to defame them. But until that point, I'm saying we were in Colombia. Okay. I don't really know what to do. I really should have played the tutorial before, you know, starting the hard mode of the game. So we've got to tier 2. We want to eventually go up to the lab so we can actually like make good stuff like cocaine. It looks like there's quite a few that we need to get. So we definitely need a drying rack. We definitely need a better farm, I think, as well. That lets us grow cannabis. And that lets us grow coca. So we need both of those, and at least, well, we need both of those and both of those, which we don't have the money for all of them, unfortunately. I'm gonna get the upgraded farm for now. That will be handy, I think. Okay, how are we looking? How's the accounts? We've made no income in dirty money, which is not ideal. However, we are laundering enough money, or laundering more money than we are spending on upkeep, so that's fine. We just need to actually start making money. Hopefully. I'm hoping that's going to happen. Let's have a look. What's going on here? There's no space for the opium. Okay. What about here? Not enough money to pay the upkeep. Okay, right. So we'll switch that over. And it's not served by any warehouse. Ha. Alright then. Let's fix that, hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. I don't think we can. Okay, fatal flaw. We're not making money because nothing is actually reaching the docks. Because this isn't in range of this. That's unfortunate. When can I upgrade it? So warehouse level 2. Had to call the Croatian consulate trying to leave. Oh shit! Really? Man, I don't blame you. It's been a fucking crazy couple of weeks. Crazier than anticipated. Well, I wish you good luck in that. Right, I'm gonna play some Zomboid. I don't know enough about this game to be good or entertaining at it, so it's just gonna be me like trying to make cocaine, getting found by the CIA, and then getting assassinated over and over again. You know. He granted dual citizenship status for any child born out there. Oh, sweet. Okay, that's pretty. It's pretty handy. Nice little ace up your sleeve there. Just need to renew it. Yeah. I mean, I think that would be pretty pretty simple. Hopefully, I don't know how how strict Croatia are with doing that sort of thing. But I mean, if you have legal claim to a citizenship, then they can't really deny it, can they? Croatian Post, hell yeah. What's it called? Hrvatska Posta. Hell yeah. And they got a green fleet in Croatia. What the fuck? Okay. I'm looking at their job openings and it's all in Croatian, unfortunately. The rest of their website is in English, but... Oh wait, hang on. Google Translate. Postman, post operator, postman, driver, postman. Mate, there's 50 million openings. The translations probably aren't top notch though. But I wish you good luck, because it's been a strangely cathartic. Why isn't OBS cooperating today? It's just refusing to capture my project Zomboid. Let's just wait for it to do this. Nice. 10 years with you. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty... It's a pretty good resume. Especially in quite a metropolitan area as well. Or at least because I know you moved around a bit, but you got Seattle, which is fairly, I feel like it would be a bit of a breeze in comparison, to be honest. And I had a quick look at the website. They've got a full electric fleet. They're ahead of the times. You wouldn't even be stepping down into it's not like you'd be working with Soviet era tech. These guys, they've got their shit on. That place is being renewed. Yeah, you'll be fine. There'll be no issues. How's the spoken language? Is that solid? That's the only barrier really that you'd have. And I mean, if you're fluent, then I mean, there's no stopping you. Okay, let's carry on. Let's get back on the farm. It's been a while since I played this. I think it's been nearly a week. I can't really remember what I need to do, what I need to get to progress. Need to remember your dialect down. So yeah, I mean, it should be pretty fine. I feel like if you've been raised around the language, it's gonna be a lot easier, isn't it? Compared to someone just learning fresh. Okay. We're back on the farm. Hell yeah. I did a bit of exploring, mainly because I needed to like lock in and get some stuff, like bottles and boring shit. Tried learning Japanese, but I kept using a thick Slavic accent. Yeah, that is it. That I mean, that sounds like it would be interesting to listen to. Like I feel like Japanese is probably quite a difficult, like, okay, we can't sleep. Quite a difficult dialect to lock in. It's a soft-spoken language. Yeah, definitely. It's then like the Slavic languages aren't like particularly, and I mean I'm speaking from like based on going to the Czech Republic. They weren't like particularly harsh in any way. Like when we spoke to like people that were from Prague. But then again, like the people we spoke to are like servers and stuff, so they've probably like adopted a slightly easier to understand accent, and obviously they're speaking English. But Germans, yeah, I mean Germans either sound like pissed off or extremely bored, from my experience. And it's very hard to like tell when a German person is being sarcastic or is like, you know, intentionally like saying something in a way that is joking, because it just sounds exactly how they normally sound. I found French to sound quite hostile actually, from like just like by ear. Okay, I don't know where we need to go. We don't really need to go anywhere, to be honest. That's the whole point of this game, but I don't know where I want to go. Maybe we'll just like head into town and just fuck around for a bit. But yeah, we're on the farm. Got my pigs. Got my chickens, which have disappeared again. I don't know if they like go inside the coop. I don't know what the deal is with the chickens. They're kind of just like, they're there one day and then, you know, the next day they're not. Maybe they're in here. Okay, I don't want to do that. Hutch info. Oh, they're there. Oh, look, they're in here. Oh, they got eggs as well. Hell yeah. Wonderful. Well, thank you. Right. I need to be careful with these eggs because, so if there's a chance that they hatch, basically. I read a story of this guy. He put an egg in his fridge, in his base, and it hatched in the fridge. So he just opened the fridge and there was a baby chick just chilling out, quite literally. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they don't like die in there. But nice, we got eggs. I was wondering when we'd get eggs because I checked it, I think last time I played, and nothing had been hatched. But that's quite nice. Okay, I think we need to get a car. That's the main thing that's bottlenecking us, because we're in the middle of nowhere. It's quite a long walk to get to town. Like, it's going to take me like half the day just to get there. So having a car would be really nice. So I think we'll search for car candidates for now. We're gonna role play as a Romanian. We are hungry. I should probably eat. I always forget to eat before I leave the house. Let's do that. But I think food-wise, we're pretty good. I mean, we could pretty feasibly live off of eggs forever. You know, if we get like, how many, I don't know, that was like 10 eggs in a batch. If we get like 10 eggs every batch, that's like, you know, that's livable in my opinion. Let's just eat the peanut butter for now because it's quick. We don't have to cook it. Getting a generator is also going to be the big thing because eventually power's going to go. Power's going to go and water's going to go. We have water here, which is relatively close. But it probably won't hurt to build a couple of rain collectors out the front. So we're going to look out for some tarp and or bin bags to do that. We have planks, we have wood. We have planks, hammer, nail, everything we need. Tarp is a big one. It's going to be a big one. Not tarp. Well, I don't know what I'm saying, but we're doing okay. We've got the fundamentals. I also need to remember the helicopter. I need to keep an ear out for that. So, I can't remember what day we're on. It will tell me in here, actually. We got plenty of time. We're on day 5. So, helicopter's going to be in the next 3 to 4 days, which is doable. I don't really know where the fuck I'm going. There's a path here that looks like it would take me into the residential area, so we'll go there. Actually, no, fuck that. Let's head here again because there's a big, like, Home Depot warehouse where we can potentially find tools and whatnot, and I'm hoping they'll have tarp because we can just get a few bits of tarp. That's for each tarp we find, that is 1 rain collector. Whereas with the bin bags, we need 4 for 1, which is not as efficient, obviously. So we will do just that. There was a lot of zombies here, though, last time, and I nearly died. So we need to be careful. You dead? You are dead. But yeah, no. What have your thoughts been on Trump's first couple of weeks, as from an American perspective? Because obviously I read a lot of the stuff that's gone on. Like, I have a base level understanding of what he's doing. However, the actual like legislatory, constitutional kind of ramifications, that kind of thing, I don't understand. I saw the freeze on like loads of like government grants, so like Medicaid I saw like all of the Medicaid websites just like went down for like a day, which is insane. I've seen like some states are now like, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna like ban free school meals and shit like that, which is insanity. He's attempted to shrink American government so he can get away with criminal activity with middle class. Yeah, I mean, I think that was the plan, wasn't it? I didn't expect him to be this quick, I guess. Or like, he hasn't spared any time getting underway. I think that's the main surprising thing for me. Like, I thought it'd be like, like kind of like last time where it was like, he'll say he's going to do all this stuff, but he's not actually. It's not going to be like feasible for him to do it. He won't have the support in, the various wings of government. But no, he's gone straight in. Chevalier Niala. I don't know what vehicle that is, unfortunately. I'm hoping it's this one. Let's have a look. No, not this one. These guys seem faster than normal. Okay, I want to be somewhat tactful here because we're not going to be able to fight everyone. I'm going to go for the same maneuver I did last time, which was walk inside and walk out again. Logistics executive orders. Some judges have blocked some orders, but it will be a pattern. Yeah, so how does that work? So an executive order is a thing, but it can get blocked and not actually happen. But if it gets blocked, it's still technically in effect, just not where it's been blocked. So like, if a judge in like Oklahoma agrees with the executive order, he can be like, yep, that's fine. But one in like Massachusetts can block it. I don't understand how that works. That's like my very, like, you know, basic reading of how shit works, but in actuality, that is probably absolutely not how it works. I don't know. Can I get something good? I'll take those. No, I won't take those. I'm just gonna lead you guys away for a bit. We're terrified. I don't see why we're terrified. It's not a bill, so it's just like passing a temporary random has limitations. Yeah, that whole thing just like conceptually makes very little sense to me. Is it just like dick swinging? Is it like, I want to do this, so I'm going to pass this thing that even like, you know, though it technically won't come into effect? Like, is it like a threat almost? Like, I want to do this, but you know, I can't actually. Oh, I see. Sounds like a threat. Okay, right. So it's kind of like, you know, if given the opportunity to like pass it in Congress, here's what I would like to do. Kind of thing. I mean, saying it like that still doesn't make much sense to me. Oh, hell yeah. A hunting camo cap and a hunting camo vest. Nice. Will look like a right hillbilly. Any president coming in. Yeah, because I know, like, Trump basically came in and undid hundreds of Biden ones. And I'm sure whoever comes after Trump will do the exact same thing for him. I don't know, it just seems like it's very... It's terribly inefficient. Oh fuck, I've shut myself in here. Okay, well we've got to commit now. It's tough to remain grounded. Yeah, I mean, as someone who's not even living in the country and like just watching stuff happen, it's like, it's kind of worrying. I think it really lays bare like the constitutional inefficiencies of America. And like, if someone came into power in the UK and just like undid a bunch of legislation, put a bunch of like random crap through on like his first week, like even like the funding thing alone, like the federal grant stuff, he'd get ousted like immediately. Like it'd be like, people would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, are you like? It would be like generally be considered as like a maniacal person who's just like got in power and is just like, you know, just passing absolute nonsense, crazy shit. But you know, for whatever reason, it's not. Yeah, I agree. It's very odd, and like the whole tariff thing as well. Like threatening Colombia with tariffs, and then like I saw like he wants to do tariffs for Canada and Mexico starting from the 1st of Feb. I don't know if that will go ahead. That's the thing with Trump, though, and I think that's what's like the worst thing is like you don't know what half the shit is actually going to come to fruition of the things that he says he's going to do. You know, and I have very limited understanding of how it all works anyway. So like, I'm like looking at these things, I'm like, this is like the dumbest thing I think I've ever read. And like, you know, in the off chance that it does go through, this is gonna fuck the country up. But yeah, the tariff thing is so fucking stupid, man. Like, people are like, oh yeah, when we had tariffs, like, you know, America had its like highest period of growth. It's like, yeah, in the fucking 1880s. And the reason it had the highest period of growth, it's not because of the tariffs, it's because of, you know, a lot of America was still unexplored and, you know, unmolested, you could say. You know, the reason that economic growth was so high back then was because, you know, you had things like the oil rush and the gold rush, and, you know, you had space to build new cities and things, and, you know, whereas now that America is sort of at capacity, you know, you're never going to see economic growth like that ever again, because it's just not possible. You know, it'd be like if we like did a Thanos snap and wiped out 50% of the population on Earth, you know, GDP growth would be extremely higher because there's like room for expansion. That's how it works. And then once you get to like the peak, you know, it slows down because naturally there's less to expand into. You know, if your GDP is comprised of like farming corn and all of a sudden you like discover oil underneath you, your GDP is going to shoot up. Once you've discovered all the oil, then your GDP growth is going to level out because there's nothing new to push it upwards. Yeah, there's that as well. There's the, you know, the whole coffee thing from Colombia. Then there's like the whole eggs thing, which is just fucking stupid because, you know, there's like a massive outbreak of bird flu at the moment that's happening in like Ohio, I think. It's like the price of eggs isn't going to come down anytime soon. You know, they've like, he's put the WHO on pause. That's an alarm. That's not good. Which is also insanity. Box of garbage bags. Hell yeah. Okay, that's not bad actually. We can work with that. At the same time that there's like one of the worst outbreaks of avian flu happening, and like there are now cases of bird flu in humans. So, and like luckily for now, it can't spread between humans, but as soon as it does, like we're fucked. Like it will be like COVID on steroids. It's got like from the cases that are recorded, it's got about 50% lethality rate. Oh god, that's not good. Let's use the other door. Hi guys. How am I still alive? Yep, there's NATO as well. There's a lot of things that are potentially going to end badly. It just makes you think, like, why does he do these things? I think like the only good bit of news that's come out so far was around the Chinese AI, because it's hilarious because on Inauguration Day he had like Zuckerberg, Musk, Bezos, the head of Google, can't remember his name, it's the Indian guy. And he's like, he announces like, oh, we're going to invest $500 billion. $500 billion. I can't do a good impression right now, but into like, you know, AI. A week later, this Chinese AI comes out. It's free. It's open source. It costs like $5 million to produce. And like the entire tech industry is like crashing on the stock market because of it, which I think is like poetic. But yeah, no, like I don't know, it's just mad shit. It does make it makes me wonder though, like who is all of this for? Like, You're gonna make the lives of Americans worse. Like, that is like not even in question. Like, you can deny that, but it's still gonna happen. Like, you're gonna make people's lives worse in America, and then you're just gonna make like what, every third world country hate you because if they don't like do what you say, you're gonna slap them with tariffs, and they'll just slap you with tariffs. But they don't care because this is the thing, right? The people, the country it benefits the most is China. Oh shit, I'm fucked. Can we climb? Can we jump this? No, we can't. We're dead. Oh god, that's close. Because if you alienate the global south, the only thing that the global south cares about is exporting, natural resources. They're just going to, they're going to go, okay, America, the largest economy, is putting a tariff on our goods. Let's just not sell our goods to them, and we'll go to the next biggest economy, which is China, because China is a massively growing economy, particularly in manufacturing. Why don't we just send China, our precious metals and shit like that? And China will be like, yeah, okay, brilliant. We'll do that. We'll buy your minerals because America is now slapping you all with tariffs. And we'll also build roads and schools and hospitals in your country as well. It's like America is not in the position to be alienating, industrial resource-making countries, which is what it's going to turn into. Like the whole fucking Greenland shit as well. My God. Like you've got like the French now are like, okay, the French government are in talks with the Danish, basically like saying like, do you want us to send our like soldiers there? Because like the whole Denmark thing is actually like Trump is taking it seriously, which is a bit, I don't know anymore. America is a country, yeah, it is a country of wasteful spending. It's mad. It is just madness. Oh hi. But like, yeah, I just really failed to see like the clear benefits for ordinary people. Oh my god, I'm on the roof. Holy shit! What the hell? Am I safe here? Can I just sit up here forever? I think I can. Okay. Nice. Alright, let's well, we've come quite a ways down from where I thought. I didn't realise I was this far into the town. We will we'll have to move. Bit worried about jumping off this though, because it's probably not ideal for my legs. Yeah, I mean, we're not much better in the UK, to be honest. We've got like a government who has come in with like, oh no, I'm dead. That's a bite. That's a laceration. It's not over yet. It might be over. I think it's 50-50, isn't it? We'll see. Fuck. Okay. Well, that kind of screwed me up. Oh well. Yeah, we're not doing much better in this country. We've got like a once in a generation chance with this new government to like completely restructure society in a way that actually serves ordinary people. And like our government has not done anything with it. It's done like the complete opposite. Instead of like changing tax policies or anything like, the Labour Party, because like, and this is the thing, and this is like crazy. I've been watching this guy on YouTube, and he's a former, he's an economist, but he's a former like trader, basically, like a speculator. Oh my god, there's so many zombies here. Jesus Christ. And like his whole economic argument is basically that like the biggest thing and like the biggest reason that a lot of countries are in decline at the moment is because of wealth inequality. And like how he explains it is essentially like the reason the house prices are so high is not because of immigration. It's because like you essentially have these ultra rich people, like either they're like families of basically oligarchs, like ultra rich families, like what's the word, like wealth, when it's like not like heritage, it's like wealth that comes from like, you know, hundreds of years, you know, like the Rockefellers or something. There's a word to describe it. It's basically like wealthy families that have been wealthy for like, you know, the last century. Or it's like, you know, big companies that are like, you know, like BlackRock and like investment firms. And they, generational wealth, that's the one. Perfect, thank you. But essentially like these groups buy up properties in areas that they think will increase in value over time, like cities. Because demand will always increase for housing. And they will just hold them. They will just sit on them. They'll either hold the property and rent it out. And whilst they rent it, obviously, the property is increasing in value and someone is paying them to live there. Which is just like, that's like having a money printer, basically. Or they sell the property to someone who gets a mortgage out on it. And then, you know, that's like big bucks. But then like the thing with the mortgages is, and the reason the mortgages are so expensive is because there's not enough houses to go around, A. But the people on the other side of the mortgages, because you think about money, it's like you could have a mortgage on a house, you're paying the mortgage to the bank, but like the bank is basically lending you the money and you're paying it back to them. Someone is on the other side of that. Like the bank hasn't just conjured up the money to give to you to buy the house. Like the money that the bank has given you is an investment from someone who is extremely wealthy, who has either got their money at that bank or has invested it in some sort of fund that is for mortgages. So like either way, whether you try and mortgage or rent, like you're giving money to banks and extremely rich people. And like that's his whole argument, is basically that like the extremely rich, both individuals and companies, will eventually just hoard assets because that's like the easiest way for them to earn more money and to like keep their money safe. So what you're basically going to see is, unless it like changes, is you're going to see less and less assets going around for people. Like you could build like millions of more houses, but you know the ultra rich, the asset managers will just buy them up again, and then you know it's sort of like a trickle down effect. It's kind of like trickle down. It is, his whole argument is how trickle down economics doesn't work, because the interest of the rich is like hoarding wealth essentially, like, and the rich will only spend money where it can basically make them more money, and the way they do that is assets. So it's housing basically. And the whole reason that house prices are going to go up and up and up is because, like, you build a house in this country, at least the way it works here. You build a house, either the company building it is like a multi-million firm who will just sit on it and wait for it to appreciate in value, or rent it out to people. Well, that's basically it, really. Like, not you're either like a small time landlord, which is like fine, or you're like one of these big boys. But eventually, like the big companies are going to buy out. You know, that's the whole argument is, if you don't do anything about it, eventually the ultra rich will just hoard assets and keep buying more assets until, you know, people get squeezed out, so that no one can own a home. And everyone will just be paying the ultra rich rent, which is really funny. It's probably sort of Washington State, we first moved here in 2013. Homes doubled. Well, yeah, that's it. Because like, what little houses are being built they're being developed by like massive companies, or they're being sold off to like, you know, foreign oligarchs, which is the issue we had in the UK for quite a while. We still do. Basically, like any housing development in London, it was either like a Chinese, Saudi, or a Russian company was on the other end of it. And like, it would just be like, okay, so why are we letting these companies, these foreign oligarchs, you know, own assets in this country, when like the only point is for them just to hoard wealth using them? Gentrification is a real problem. Move out the poverty, about the land. Yeah, that's it. Like, that is it. But like the argument that like a lot of people seem to think like there's going to be a housing market crash. But like, I don't think that there will be. I used to think there would be, because like, I think people say that because they want it to happen. You know, it's like a bias, because they're like, you know, it's going to happen, and then I can get a house. But like, these big like banks have learned from 2008. Like, there's not a way in hell that they're going to allow that to happen again. Like, so it's in their interest to not allow that to happen. And they're like the majority stakeholder in property. Blame the homeowners to listen to it. Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, it's easy. That's the root cause of the issue, and that's why like Trump is in. That's why Elon Musk is like influencing like the AFD and reform here in the UK. It's because, unfortunately, people look at these issues. They're like, house prices are so high. It's because we're getting, you know, it's because we're letting immigrants in. Like, you could not only stop immigration, but you could also send every single immigrant that has come into your country in the last 10 years home, and none of the issues would be solved. Like, absolutely nothing would change. You would just see less immigrants, and if that's a good thing for you, then you're probably racist. I almost have like more respect for racist people, because at least they're like forthcoming with their prejudice. You know, people who say like, "Oh, we need less immigrants because of the economy," like, that is not true. And the reason that they think that is because media is telling them to think that, and the media is owned by multimillionaire, you know, individuals whose interest it is for ordinary people not to look at the multimillionaires and say, "Oh, hang on a minute, these guys own all of the houses and they're renting them back to ordinary people for exorbitant rates. They keep buying more houses and doing the same thing with them. House prices aren't going to drop, because the issue is, you know, these ginormous landlord sort of trust funds, banks, and even individuals." It's just like, I don't know. It's like the state of the world at the minute. Like, I've like come to that realization recently, and it's just like, you look at people, they're like, "Oh yeah, you know, we need to cut immigration in half." It's just like, yeah, but why do you think that? Like, it's because you've seen it, you know, on your Twitter feed, because it's being boosted by Elon Musk. Because people like Elon Musk would rather you be angry at immigrants than angry at the ultra rich. Like, it's as simple as that. And it's like, honestly, it's fantastic. And like, this goes up a level. I'm rambling right now, but this goes up, and this sounds like conspiratorial, but like, you just need to like look and understand what is happening on social media and in the news. And like, with the sudden like shift of Trump getting in, and all of a sudden, all of these like tech bros have like leapt over the fence. You know, you had like Zuckerberg at his inauguration. Like the thing you need to understand is like higher level. So baseline, people like Elon Musk do not want you to think that the ultra rich are the issue. They want you to think that the immigrants are the issue because it's easy to convince people that they are, and it gets the heat off of them. You take that up a notch. People like Elon Musk also benefit from immigration because it's like cheap, low-skilled wages, you know, H-1B, all that shit. So they don't want you to hate immigrants too much. So basically what they've got to do is try and convince people that immigrants are the problem, but not so much that all of the immigrants go. Because once all the immigrants are gone and things don't improve, then people will realise that it is wealth-hoarding multi-billionaires that are the cause of a lot of society's problems. So they've got to find like the sweet spot where they're like socially engineer right-wing politics enough so that people think immigrants are like the cause of issues in society, but not too much, because once all the immigrants are gone, their scapegoat is gone. And I came to that realization like a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like, oh my god, like the whole fucking thing, the whole like right-wing sphere is like, it's like a fucking washing machine. Like, what the fuck? It's fucked. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, what? Then what is the point? Like, it's insanity. And like, you look at people that are like have bought into the whole like Trumpian right wing populism, and you're like, what? How have you? Like, it's just like people have had the wool pulled over their eyes. And it's not even like a left versus right thing. It's just like a follow the money and look where the interests are. Like, it's in the ultra rich's interests for you to not think that they're leeching wealth out of the economy. Okay, so what are they going to do about it? Well, they're going to, buy media institutions and have media institutions tell that to people. And then those people will vote for parties that they're funding, like Donald Trump, the AfD in Germany, Reform in the UK. So, like, you've basically got billionaires influencing politics and media to divert people's attention from the terrible things that they're doing all around the world. Okay, so, like, what are we living in? We're living in, like, global oligarchy, essentially. It's like, brilliant. Fucking piss. Like, I've just been like stewing on this for a while, so this is really nice for me just to sit and rant about this for a little bit, because it's just, I'm like, what is this? What are we living in? Like, Trump to always have comment. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the thing. And I had a really good point to make as well. Oh, I've forgotten it now. Damn it, it's escaped my mind. But that's the point. Like, that is the thing. You have more in common than an immigrant than you do with like Elon Musk or like Rupert Murdoch. Like, that is just a fact. I guarantee you could go to that immigrant's house and have a dinner party, and you'd have a better time than if you went to Elon Musk's house and had a dinner party. Mainly because Elon Musk would be sitting there, ketted up to the gills, fucking looking around like a lizard, It's mad. It's absolutely mental. It's like such a... God, watch your wallet. And your drink, probably, as well. Knowing some of the, some of the things the global elite get up to. But this is like this is what I was trying to get to. Actually, I've sort of half remembered the point I was going to make. Like the whole like right wing populist talking point is like, you know, it's the global elites. They're running the show. You know, it's George Soros and all that stuff. You know, and it's like, well, they're half right because yeah, it is the global elites, but they're doing like the opposite of what they're saying they're doing at the moment. Like they're pulling the wool over your eyes. Like the global elites are on your side. They're the ones they're doing the funding. They're funding, you know, the far right. They're funding right-wing media. They're the beneficiaries of making people think that immigrants are the real problem in societies. So yeah, it is the global elite, but it's not how, like, the right. I say like right wing. I say like, you know, like populist right, whatever. It's not how they think it is. It's like they've got it, but they don't at the same time. There's like, oh, you know, it's like you're so close. You're so close to getting it. Like you've almost understood the assignment. It's like, yeah, Donald Trump is for the working man. It's like, he doesn't give a shit. He does not give a shit. I like Donald Trump is for Donald Trump and his family. You know? And it's the same thing with politicians in the UK. It's like, oh yeah, it's for the working man. Nigel Farage is looking out for working class interests. It's like, no, he's not. He's a fucking ex-investment hedge fund banker. He couldn't give a toss what a nurse's salary is. Like, I'm sorry. Could not give a fuck. You know, he's not going to give teachers a pay rise or anything like that. He's going to get into power, and then he's going to do the exact same thing that the Conservatives did when they were in power, which is scrap spending and like divvy up public services, privatise them, and give them to his mates. And him and his mates will make so much money from it. It's unbelievable. You might get people to introduce a third term. That had been spoken about. I saw a tweet and it was like, well, if Trump implements a third term, then maybe we can get Obama again, which is like fair enough. As much as Obama gets a bad rap for like some of the foreign policy, like he was probably like, I mean, like Biden was actually, I think like the last 6 months of Biden's presidency were some of the worst like political maneuvering ever. You know, like the not standing down. Where the fuck even am I? I've just been walking and yapping. I think I'm up here somewhere. Where am I? I have absolutely no idea where I've run off to. I've just been like, I've been in the zone. I don't even know where I am. Is there like a center on me button? Oh my god, I've gone way past my house. Jesus Christ, okay. Yeah, that's a possibility. You count yourself lucky. We have unlimited terms in the UK, like, so theoretically Nigel Farage can get in and he can stay in for as long as he likes. And when you've got like Elon Musk money behind you, that is very easy to do because, you know, he can just fucking buy the influence for you. Not even buy it, just give you the influence because he owns X, which is like basically got Trump the victory. It's probably going to get the AfD the victory in Germany. Like the AfD, there was a study into this. I think it was an Australian university, and they looked. So the AfD is the sort of Trumpian party in Germany, like anti-immigrant party. This university looked like they set up like a timeline, and it had it was two graphs, and it was a graph of both of them were of like impressions on X/Twitter. And the first one was, I think it was before before Musk took Twitter over, and the second one was afterwards. And like the impressions of all of the political parties in Germany, and the AfD were like one of the bottom ones. Like they didn't have any engagement on X at all. Elon takes over. They are like the top. Not only the top. I need to get this up because it's like actually ridiculous. Like how blatant it is. Honestly, it's insanity. AfD Twitter impressions post Musk. I hope that gets it up. I think it was like Queensland University. There we go. This isn't the graph that I wanted. Oh, this is Musk's impressions. Well, that's obviously they went up. Oh, where's the... Because it's a really, really telling graph. Can't fucking find it. Essentially, like, you look at the graph and the AfD, after Musk got in and like changed the algorithm, they are like not only ahead of all of the other political parties in terms of engagement on X, they are like ahead in engagement by like a country mile. Like their outreach has like quadrupled since Musk got involved. It's like you look at that and you're like, so like you can just that is like it is like foreign influence. You've got a guy from South Africa, you know, who's definitely not a Nazi, and is, you know, his dad owning an emerald mine during apartheid South Africa definitely left no imprint on his worldview. Who is basically like influencing entire national elections across the world. It's like, oh, that's fine, guys. And then like the irony is that like the MAGA people will be like, yeah, global elites, we don't want them interfering with our elections. George Soros. It's like, well, you've got it happening in your favour. Like, are you still mad about it or no? Like, is this fine? I don't know. It just drives me crazy. I think I really need to get rid of Twitter. I think that's the big step, and then I can stop worrying about it. Then I don't want to stop worrying about it. You need to keep thinking about these things, because like I think it's like your duty in the sort of era that we're in now. You call it like the post Musk era that we're heading into, where like he's influencing all this stuff. Like you do need to like say it what it is. Yeah, I need to, but like at the same time, like it's one of those things, you know, when you're watching a car crash happen, but you can't look away, whatever you do. It's like that for me. Like I'm like watching all this. I'm watching all these things people are saying that are like untrue. Like I'm watching like massive bias unfold. It's like, sure, like not looking at all this stuff is probably going to make my life better, but at the same time, like you kind of need to know what's going on, because otherwise you can't talk about it. Like you can't say that this is happening. You know, you don't want to stick your head in the sand per se. Maybe I'll take one for the team. I'll be the one that stays behind, just so I can keep tabs on all the bullshit that's going on. But yeah, just what is going on? What is going on with this planet? It's just it's all a bit fucked. I don't know how we've let it get fucked. But that's the thing, yeah. It's the spin. It's the spin, and it works both ways. But right now there's a clear swing in a certain direction, and it's a pretty ugly direction. It's one that is definitely going to make the world worse. Like we're seeing that happen right now. But keep calm, carry on. I'm gonna make a roast. That'll be good. What are we gonna have? We're gonna add. Let's have steak and potatoes. Hell yeah. I'm fairly confident that the injury we got is going to get infected and we're going to die. Unfortunately, I think I've got some booze. I have some vodka, but I don't know if that's going to do much for me. It's going to be the bad kind of infection, where we turn into a zombie, I think. Although, it doesn't say infected yet, so fingers crossed. How did I get injured? I was up on the roof of a building, and there were zombies underneath me. I could have just jumped off the other side, to be honest. But I needed to go in a certain direction, so I jumped off in the direction where the zombies were, because I needed to go past them. However, unfortunately, I thought I could just land and keep moving straight away. My guy he landed like a sack of potatoes, like fell down on his hands and knees before he could pick himself back up. Zombie. I thought I got bit, but I didn't, fortunately. But it got me good. Which is, it's unfortunate. Alright, let's clean these bandages. But with the laceration injury that I got, there's a 50-50 chance that you get infected with the zombie virus. So it's kind of like potluck. I think I should know fairly soon if I've been got. But we'll go to sleep. I should find out by the time I wake up. Yeah, we're not good. We're not feeling good. We're queasy. Okay, let's hopefully wake up soon, and then we can take a better look. I'm assuming we're infected. Okay, the wound itself isn't. I think my forearm one is, yeah. I think we're infected, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because I had a good thing going here. I just made a stupid decision to jump off my roof. Happens to the best of us. That's how quickly it all ends. Just going to let the time play out and see if it gets worse. Probably will. Yeah, it's getting worse. It's only a matter of time, unfortunately. We are all my doors shut. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it out. I don't know how long it will take me to turn, because I've got the weak stomach thing, which means I get ill quicker. Yeah, there we go. Once this bar drops, I will turn into a zombie. It's going slower than I thought, to be honest. We're just gonna sit down. Let's sit on this bench. Just wait out the inevitable. Fuck it. Let's sit in front of the TV. We'll watch. Tune into some Fox News. Well, rest in peace, our guy. Bill O'Reilly was God. Is he like an old-timey presenter? I recognise the face actually. I think he still goes. He's still going. Oh, you did stuff with Jon Stewart. That's kind of cool. Dismissed in 2017 following 5 settled lawsuits of sexual misconduct. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, well, rest in peace, this guy. I'll probably continue that save. I'll just make a new character and run back to the farm, and then we can pick up where we left off. Okay, let's play something else for a little bit. He was the guy on conservative jargon on Fox News and gave Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson. I see. Good old Tucker. I used to be massive into the old Tucker Carlson show back in the day. But I used to be a right little right-wing freak. And then I realised that, all of these people have wealth that I will never see, and me having right-wing beliefs and talking points is not going to make me money. That's one thing I never understand, is like how people can associate with right-wing media. I think you either have to already be well off, otherwise you know. As like as a poor kid, I was like, oh yeah, I'll pull myself up by my bootstraps, and if I just get out of secondary school with good qualifications and get a job, I'll be fine. It's like, it's not actually how things work. It's how things worked 60 years ago. It's not how things work today. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. The agenda doesn't benefit you. Like, the whole pull yourself up by your bootstraps thing is like complete horseshit. Because it turns out that not every single individual has equal footing in life and can just self-sustain themselves. You can't go from not everyone is on the same baseline. I think once you wrap your head around that crazy concept, you're like, oh, so this is all bullshit. and all these talking heads really view people as sort of economic units that go to work and make money. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, I think once you're I feel like it's almost easier. I think it's happening as a young person to be sucked up into the right-wing thinking. Because you're at a time in your life where like you don't have a lot of responsibility. Like, you know, you don't really need to worry about doing anything. So it's like, oh yeah, you know, I'll go out and get a job and everything will be okay. And I'll have a house by the time I'm 25. And I'll be married and have kids by 30. It's like, it's not achievable for most people, for most ordinary people. Like, I think it should be, but I don't think just saying work hard is going to get people there. You know, this is the thing. And I think it's the problem with like society as a whole right now. It's like people are so fixated on like making it. You know, it's like the American dream syndrome. Maybe I'll be a bank teller in about 6 months. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the thinking, isn't it? It's like maybe if I work hard and I'll, you know, follow the law and do things properly, then I'll be sorted. It's like that's not how things work. It works for like 5% of people, probably more than that, to be honest. But like for the majority of people, they will do that, and then you know, personal tragedy will strike. Or like they'll get fucking fired because it's 2008 and the economy's just crashed. And then what do you tell them? Oh, pick yourself up, get back to it. It's like, no, like it's not that easy. I don't know. It's the whole like that way of thinking is just insane. And like the way that people have bought into that as well, it's like people like compete. You need to understand that you're competing against other people. Like, not everyone is going to make it to like, you know, $1 million in their fucking 401k or retirement ISA. That's not achievable for most people. Like that will never be achievable for most people because most people aren't just like drones that will just go and do that. You know, some people want to live abroad or travel or do other shit with their time. And yeah, well, I think once people realise that, like, when you apply for Navy jobs, it tells you how many applicants. Yeah, it's just like the whole like I think it's like the Reaganist sort of Thatcher era that has like bled through to now still, where it's like, you know, like society isn't real. It's all about being the individual, and you know, part of that is if everyone's an individual, then you're all competing all the time. You know, hey, kill him. It's why like things like, you know, when like I haven't had this much yet, but like when like friends when your friends move out and you're still living with your parents, you feel a bit of like, it's not like guilt, it's like you feel like you're lagging behind a bit. Like that is that sort of like thought process. That's like the whole idea that you're competing with your peers. That is the cause of that. Because it's like, and you shouldn't think like, oh well, I wish I'd be moving out right now, or like, you know, or be jealous of them. You should feel happy for them. But like, there's like that thing in the back of your mind where it's like, okay, I'm not doing as good as my friends. It's like, that's not something you should worry about in a society, like in a community. You shouldn't be like comparing yourself to your friends. You know, you can compare yourself to like Elon Musk, but like being like, oh, my friend is doing well, so I need to compare myself to them. And if I'm not doing as well as them, then I'm clearly something's wrong with me, or like I'm doing a bad job at living or at life. That's that like thought process of like pull yourself up by your bootstraps and like, you know, just gotta have a go-get 'em attitude. You know, walk down your local shopping district and hand in your CV, and you'll get hired. That's like the whole like thinking. It's like, it's not how things work. You can't treat people like they're individual nodes of economic value, because then, you know, they'll just feel like shit when they don't do good, because they've been told work hard and you'll make it. It's like, well, you wonder why like fucking mental health crises are skyrocketing. It's like, well, people feel like they're not doing good enough because society's telling them that they aren't, by like the standards set by society. You know, people don't get told that they're doing a good job, or like they don't. It's like a bit of a taboo subject. Oh, do you still love your parents? It's like, so what? It's like it's fine. I have to now because fucking house prices are so expensive, because I can't buy them because the multi-million companies that own them and want to rent them or mortgage them out to me are hoarding them. Patty, hello. Sorry, I've been on a bit of a political rant. I feel like, you know, maybe I need to like sit down and write a manifesto. Yes, I'm still alive. I took a few days off because I had a quite busy weekend last weekend. It was my birthday on Thursday. I went out Friday evening. Saturday I spent with Caitlin. Sunday I went to a christening, not mine. And then Monday and Tuesday was just like recovering. I need to just like shut my brain off for a couple of days. But we're back, and then we're going again because I'm going on holiday tomorrow. So I'm back for tonight and tonight only, and then I'm back again on Tuesday. So right, let's actually play some games and not just like shit talk. Hello, sir. Let me go. Thank you. Playing some Mountain Blade. Let's do this tournament. Yeah. You struggle a fair bit with comparison. We picked and dropped out stuff and so found the path. Yeah, like it's something that I think like no matter how much people like will deny that they feel that way, everyone feels that way. And it's like, I think accepting that it's normal is one way of doing it, but then like trying to like understand why people feel as though that they aren't doing good in their like life path is definitely like, it's a symptom of like a society that is basically focused around money as a concept. I'm not saying like, you know, abolish money or anything. I'm just saying like, because we live in a society where things are getting more and more expensive, people are going to be thinking about making as much money as possible all the time. So it's just like a natural thing of, it's like a natural follow-on of that. But yeah, you've missed like half an hour of me ranting about the world, Patty. So this is like kind of off the back of that, but competition is great. Yeah, I think it is a human nature thing at the same time. But then like, you know, human nature also told us that we should form communities and all of the food should be piled up in one place and shared and distributed to the whole tribe, you know? So it's like there's a balance that needs to be struck. And I think like the last like 40 years, we've been like heavily into the individuality thing. You know, like if we were purely individualistic human beings, we wouldn't be where we are today. We'd still be like, you know, running around naked, eating berries and nuts because we don't want to share things with people. There's like an innateness to share, but there's also an innateness to compete. And it's like, well, you know, which way do you go? You can't go one. I don't think you can go like all in one direction either way. You take some blame for that Trump politics on the rise. Yeah, that did kind of kickstart the whole thing, didn't it? But, you know, it was good. Good chat. Right, let's go beat some people up. How are you doing though, Patty? How are things? Have you, do you still have hold of Greenland? I hear the French are sending their troops to help you out. Oh, they got fucking owned. Follow-up question. How many cases of Arizona iced tea would it take for you to give up Greenland? If you were like sitting at the negotiation table, what would be the what would be like the minimum? I feel like not a lot. I feel like Greenland is kind of like a inconsequential part of the average Danish man's life. It's kind of like its own territory, isn't it? Feels like your old self was coming out to life. Yeah, see, I didn't want to say this, but earlier I was about to. I was like, this sounds like the Robert that Robert was telling me about when, like, you know, he was my age. I was like, he's like, it's like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you know. Okay, alright. Mano a mano with this guy. Where is he? There he is. Has to be right balance. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's all about, you got to take like the good parts. Like if you go down like the pure individual competing with each other path, then like you have the issue where like no one will feel like they're doing well, and like it's a constant like culture of like, that's why like people will look up to people like Andrew Tate, because it's like, oh, he's doing really well, I should try and emulate that, you know. Then if you go like the super community focused way, which I think like we're kind of lacking at the moment, it's like, well, then there's no incentive to succeed. So you have to like strike that balance. It all comes back to the center, guys. That's what I'm saying. 19-year-old anarchist socialist egalitarian principles. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna start rocking the beret and the Che Guevara t-shirt. Okay, well I just won a 6 sword. Nice. That's a definite upgrade. Oh. Alright, what's going on in the world? I didn't really have a plan for this stream. It's going to be like, that's kind of just, I was playing Zomboid literally 5 minutes before you came here, Patty. I died. So the farm is gone. I fell off a roof and I got bitten by a zombie. You had a crow throw back in those days, looking like David Hasselhoff. That's a look. That is a strong look. I think it's a good look, though. Good though. Sister was home for the weekend. That's good. Is she like? I can't remember if you said she'd been discharged or not, but I feel like she must be, right? Is she like out and about at least? You know, not like stuck at hospital. All ready for tomorrow? Yep. I don't know if you probably can't see it. My suitcase is right behind me. It's not packed very well at all. So I'm kind of like going to be counting on you to repack it for me. But I think, you know, that's kind of the unspoken plan. Okay, these guys are probably going to murder me. Yep. Yep, well, there goes that. Rest in peace. Hope you saved me some room. Well, I haven't packed anything in my hand luggage yet. So, if you need to put stuff in there, because it's like not full, there's room. I've only used the main compartment as well. So like, you'll be able to put your stuff in there, and then I will basically move stuff into my hand luggage as it's needed. Because I have like, I'm going to take my black bag, my like carry bag. So that will fit a lot of stuff in it, like clothes. So I think it would be a good idea for when you get here for you to chuck your stuff in. Whatever of mine I can't fit, I will put in my hand luggage. But we'll fit stuff in there. We got enough room if we do that. Vacation, yes, we're going to Amsterdam this weekend as a first time for both of us, so that should be good. It's a bit of a surprise birthday treat from Caitlin. I knew we were going away, but I only knew as of last week, so it's been good. So yeah, which is why unfortunately I won't be streaming until Tuesday. So you're going to be deprived, unfortunately. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 comes out on Tuesday, and I'll be streaming that. So that's pretty hype. Should have tons of tasty pastries. Yep, pastries. You mean have to actually work? Yeah, by work, I mean brush up on your Croatian. But yeah, unfortunately, Amsterdam does look really good. I've heard lots of good things about it. I've had friends that have gone and have said it's really good. It's a sort of place as well where like it's obviously got the reputation for like weed, but there's like lots of other stuff, like lots of other cultured things you can do that isn't just getting high. So that should be good. Yeah, I'm quite excited. I think I quite enjoy a city break. I find like it's sometimes when I go on holiday and like you're kind of like out of the way, like kind of in the middle of nowhere, it's hard to like think of things to do. But because we're like right in the city centre, we'll have like basically the entire city to ourselves, basically to do stuff in. So it'll be fun. Got to work and get in that dual citizen. Yeah, that's the plan. It's the dream. The American dream is leaving America. Yeah. No, I've secured my pre-order of Kingdom Come 2. I got the fucking. I've gone all in. I've got the gold edition pre-ordered on Steam, so I get all the DLCs. I don't know. I always do this. I always pre-order a game. I'm like, this game's gonna be amazing. I'll get the gold edition or whatever equivalent, and it comes out and it's usually some unoptimized piece of trash. But this time it's gonna be different. That's what I'm telling myself. You'll see me. I'll have my Fell For It Again award badge on my chest, and I'll be booting up the game for the first time, and it'll crash to desktop. And I'll be £60 poorer. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll just be £60 poorer and also have a really good game to play. But we'll see. I think I'm going to end it there. Unfortunately, I was going to play some other stuff, but I need to finish packing, and also need to get a good night's sleep because we're flying out tomorrow. But yeah. Plus, I'm on a bit of a game drought at the moment. So Tuesday we'll be back in a big way. We'll be back bigly, as Trump would say. God. I thought this would be a really nice chilled out stream and I'll just be playing some random games. My voice is killing me. I think I've just been screaming about rich people for like 45 minutes. It's really worn me out. Yeah, no, hopefully I think it would be a good trip. We'll you bought the fire. I'll make sure to get some photos. I'll put them in the Discord of like cool things we see. We're going to go to the Sex Museum. That's the big one. The Sex Museum and the Van Gogh Museum. And Anne Frank's house. You know, Anne Frank's house. It's been there for like 60 years and no one's found it yet. Hopefully I'm the one. We'll see. I've got a good feeling. I hear she's in the attic, but okay. Let's stop there. Don't want to turn it into Elon Musk. Yeah, it'd be good. The Van Gogh Museum looks amazing. Just breaking to random houses. Is this the place? Yeah, yeah. I've heard Anne Frank is here. Is she hiding here? I'll wear like an all black uniform with like a leather jacket and like some sort of militaristic hat and like some Doc Martens as well. Maybe like a red armband. Just like knock on doors. Have you seen Anne Frank's house? Could you point me in the right direction? I think that'll go down well. I think that'd be a good bit. Speed running getting arrested in Amsterdam, which is very difficult to do, from what I understand. Okay. Yeah, it's 11:30. I need to finish packing and I need to get to sleep. They'll ask if you're the Gestapo. Yeah, no, I'm the pizza delivery guy. With the I don't know, something about Nazis and a pizza. I was trying to like make a name up, but I couldn't think of one, unfortunately. It will come to me on Tuesday when I stream again. All right, thanks all for coming. Have a great weekend. I will see you next week. See you next Tuesday.